Okay guys, so in good old Jackie Aina fashion, I have my base done first. Everybody knows I am a eyeshadow first kind of girl, but since I'm doing so many looks today, I'm gonna do my base first just to get everything out of the way, and everything that I used will be listed below, but just for a little added insurance, I am going to put a little fallout protection underneath. Hopefully I don't get too dried out. I absolutely hate baking. I used to be one of those people who swore by baking, hate baking. But anywho, y'all, I am so proud of myself for not like touching this palette, not other than like I did swatches. I'll post my swatches one of these places on my own arm because it looks so different on everyone. I've looked at everyone's swatches, different skin tones, different undertones. The swatches Jackie released when she first launched it, I've seen everything, and it looks so different on everyone's skin. And so I did my own swatches, and I was literally shook by the colors because I saw the colors, of course, saw her launch video, and they don't do it justice. Like the videos don't do it justice. So looking at my own swatches on my own arm, and those are one pass swatches, those with a finger, like those aren't like me packing it on so you can really see it, like those are one finger swatches. So when I originally ordered my kit, I tried to get it on the soft launch date, and when I tell you, honey, like she released the video, and of course I got the notification for the video, and she was like, you know, somewhere down here tomorrow it'll be like a soft release. I was up all night, I was up all morning trying to figure out when this thing was going to be released, waiting, and then I went to work and she released that she had released like the soft launch, like it's up, it's ready. Like I was like, look, hold up, like let me go to the break room, I gotta order this palette. And I kid you not, it was in my cart 2 seconds, tried to check out, and it was like sold out. And I was like, what? I was shook. But I did order it for the official launch date. Shipping was super quick, you know, for especially for such a big release. The only thing I will say is because I did get the PR kit, it's so pretty. I don't wonder if it's too overexposed. It's so pretty. So yeah, I did get the PR kit, and my only issue with shipping and stuff as far as that goes is I was missing the bag that comes with it. But I simply just sent an email to ABH, to their ordering system, and the next message I got from them was maybe within an hour and a half, hour to 2 hours. Literally was a shipping confirmation. It was just them saying, hey, it's on the way. Like, and I love that. Like, we stand a responsible, you know, responsive queen. We do. But this palette, y'all, I am so proud of myself. And as you all have probably seen by now, because I'm so late with getting this video out, scheduling has been nuts. Comes in this cute little keepsake, and then the palette itself looks exactly the same, and it also comes in a box that's exactly the same, but I obviously took it out of the box. So yeah, this video I feel like more than likely will be partial talking, partial like a voiceover. But y'all, like, as you can see, that's all it is like, I don't know if you can even see in there the fingerprint swatches. That's it. That's all I've done with this palette. So just drop everything. I'm almost thinking about going on there and buying me a backup, because I stan Jackie, and it's so pretty, it's so cute. That's the problem with pretty packaging for me though. Like, it's so pretty, I don't want to touch it, like I don't want to use it, like keep your fingerprints off of it. Like that's me. But the point of this video is for a review, to do some looks, so that's what we will do. So I think I'm going to start the voiceover now, and we'll just get started with look number 1. What is up, guys? It is voiceover Astro here, and just jumping right into the look. So I'm taking edges into my crease, into the outer corner, and I'm really just building that color up, taking my time with it. It does blend beautifully, and I just set my eyes the way Jackie did, and she just put concealer and she didn't set it with powder or anything, which I normally do, but it still blended very beautifully without setting it. And I'm just building it up to the intensity that I like. Like, it really took no effort to blend this shade out, and it was gorgeous. Okay, and next I took on a flat shader brush, Trust Issues. Now, do you see that gold shimmer and sheen? And like I said, Trust Issues in the palette looks white. And in the middle there, I just added Zamn just for an extra little added dimension. You know, you see me moving my head back and forth. That's me looking at the monitor as well as the mirror, trying to see if I like what I like. And then I'm just going back in the edges to really blend everything together. And then, like, this look is easy. You blend as much as you want. And then I believe I took Zamn again into my inner corner for that nice inner corner highlight. This is a super simple look, something, you know, easy. It's good for the beginner. It's a good daytime look. And I also took edges down at the bottom, and I was really feeling the look. Okay, I was feeling the shades. And I opted not to do any lashes with this look, so I wanted it really simple. But on my lips, I'm even using this palette, y'all. Like, I took credit and I lined my lips, and I think I'm just taking my Ciate London smudger side of this pencil, and I just lined my lips with credit and filled it in with credit a little bit. Well, no, a lot. I filled it in with credit a lot. It's pretty much the main color. And then I'm gonna add edges in the center to give it that little pop, a little dimension. Like, y'all, I really use this palette. Like, I put this palette to the test. And you see how beautiful that color is, that brown, and then you just add the edges in there, and it lightens it up just a tad bit. That is beautiful. And then just on top, I took my MAC lip gloss in Nymphette, which is kind of a pinky lip gloss with like gold reflex in it. And I finally decided to take my headscarf off. I don't know why I had it on this long, but yeah, I finally decided to take it off. That is look number 1. Super simple. Yes, let's get these slow motion shots. Obsessed. So pretty. Time for look number 2, guys. So back with my powder underneath, and I am starting with Wiggalese. Yes, honey, the shade, y'all, it's beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. But I'm just taking one of my little off-brand mermaid brushes and placing that color there, and then right beside it I ended up taking Sponsored and just building those 2 colors up. Just give it some time, y'all. I'm gonna blend it out. I'm doing a lot of blending, and I'm using this time to kind of wing it out, doing like a sort of wing liner look. And do you see as I shift how that color goes from like green to bronze? Beautiful. So in the crease, I ended up taking Ginger, and this was a color I wasn't totally sold on. And then for my inner corner, I believe I did take Soleil. But yeah, I'm giving you guys Euphoria vibes. I'm giving you Jewels at the Christmas party. Like, that's the look I'm giving y'all. But also, this is kind of like a ravey festival look. I do go to a lot of festivals, and so this is something I would totally wear. And then I just sprayed my face with Morphe setting mist, and I placed some more color on there for a little more pop. And I added lashes, and that is it, honey. I actually love the way this look came out. It's very, you know, Euphoria is popular right now, and this is just normal like rave festival makeup for me, but this is so cute and super easy. Okay, look number 3, honeys. For this look, I started with Supreme, and Supreme was another one of those colors I wasn't sold on. I wanted to see if it will work, and I really wanted it to be the dominant color in this look, but I wasn't feeling it, as you will see as the video goes on. I mean, looking at it now, looking back at it, it doesn't look as bad, but it's not a color, it's not a pink I would gravitate to. I don't wear a lot of pinks, and the pinks that I have worn are like hot pink, like hot pink. If you guys, I don't even know if I have it on my beauty Instagram, but it's on my personal Instagram, which is just Astro Hippie, if any of you wanted to follow that, but I typically keep it business. And then on the outer corner and inner corner, I am placing Big Wig. And Big Wig is that purple shade. And like, I didn't want to really have to dip into any of the purples, because I'm like, we've seen them. Like, we know the purples are amazing. We know they work beautifully. But I ended up having to, because I really was not feeling Supreme. I just wasn't feeling it. Maybe I'll try it in a different look, but I wasn't feeling it just then. I have no idea why the exposure changed, seeing as how their settings are locked. I'm just gonna assume it was my window. Sorry about that, guys. But right there, I am taking Pinker to help blend in Big Wig, kind of doing like a halo sort of eye, but I'm taking Pinker to help blend Big Wig and Supreme and all those things together. And then right here, I am placing Shookington. You know, that is that sparkly, like that's the sister of Big Wig, the sparkly purple, to give it some sheen. And I'm just placing it in the inner and the outer, as well as blending it up around into the crease. And then I wasn't sold on Pinker, like I said, so I ended up taking my finger and dipping it into Soleil and placing it on top of Pinker. And then I just took Pinker, no, I mean, did I say took Soleil and put it on top of Pinker? I took Soleil and put it on top of Supreme. And then I took Pinker and smoked out the bottom, added a little Soleil to my eyebrow, and it's the look. It's, you know, it was cute. I'm cool with it. It was cute. That was look number 3. I'm still like trying to figure it out. I'm trying to see if I really like it, but all right. And then this is just me with, I ended up recreating Jackie's look that she did when she released the video announcing her launch. I cut that totally out, me doing it, because I'm like, she's already done it. But if you guys do want to see that separate video, I can do that for you. Okay guys, so this is it. My face and eyes have been through the works with doing all of these looks. And my final review for this palette, I mean, I stand. Like, I love the way the palette looks. I love the way it's packaged. It's very glam. It's very plush. It's very Jackie Aina. Excuse my horrible nails. They will be done soon. But it's very Jackie Aina. And when somebody creates something, you expect it to be, you know, a kind of a resemblance of their personality. And so I think this is spot on. I think the whole look of it is spot on. I think the way the colors reflect on it is spot on. As far as the shades and the shade range goes, I like them. I wasn't totally sold on Ginger, which is this one here. Ginger and Supreme. As you can see, I tried to use Supreme in my, what was that, my third look, one of those looks, and I tried to use it as the main focal point because I didn't really want to use too many of the purples, because we've already seen that the purples work beautifully. I've seen a lot of people do a lot of purple centered looks, but I ended up having to use the purple in a way to kind of combat the way Supreme, like I'm still not 100% sold on Supreme. Maybe I need to use it in a different way. I definitely like the way she used Supreme in this final look, because you know I did recreate the look she did, and Supreme really did tie all of this in together, really made the look pop. It made it something special. But as a solo contestant, I'm still not 100% sold on Supreme. Okay, Ginger is okay. It's not as light as I thought it would be on my skin tone. Ginger is cool. So let's just go with the pros and the cons. I guess I can start with cons because I don't feel like I have many. The cons of this palette, it is $45, which I guess is a pretty penny, especially if you're somebody who doesn't spend a lot of money on makeup, or you're new to makeup, or you can't afford to spend a lot of money on makeup. $45 is a lot for, how many shades are there? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 shades. It's a lot. But it's a standard ABH palette. Like the thing is that I feel like I like about this, as far as that price point is, that's a standard ABH palette price. With Morphe, and you guys know I like Morphe because I feel like it's more bang for your buck. With Morphe, whenever there are like big collabs with them, I've noticed like their palettes are going to be more expensive. They're going to be higher than the typical Morphe palette. So I do like the fact that ABH kept their price point the same. Another con, I guess there are a few pressed pigments in here, and if I'm not mistaken, I could be totally wrong. I will adjust if I'm wrong. I think it's Big Wig and Pinker. I think those two are the pressed pigments, I believe. If I'm wrong, it'll pop up somewhere around here that says that I'm wrong. And so with pressed pigments, you get staining. I'm not worried about staining. I am a melanated woman, so I'm not worried about staining. But if you are someone who is a fairer complexion, fairer skin, and staining is this the deal breaker for you, then that just took your $45 price point down, because there's two shadows that you won't use or you wouldn't be comfortable using because of staining. Another con, I think that might be it for my cons. I think that's pretty much it. Now on to pros. My pros for this palette, I like this palette in a sense of the color layout. It's kind of adventurous, and I feel like it's more accessible. So if you are a beginner, you know, makeup wearer, or maybe you're somebody who doesn't step out of your comfort zone a lot, and like these colors are pretty adventurous for you, I feel like this is a perfect palette to grab. It is different in the sense of where with Morphe, and I'm just going to go back to Morphe because I use a lot of Morphe products. With Morphe's shadows, you know, there tends to be 35 shades, and that can be very overwhelming for someone who is inexperienced, new to it, and it could just be overall just a lot. But with this, I feel like it's more accessible. There are 14 shades in here. You figure out which ones that, you know, you like together. You figure out, you kind of play around with them. And I just think it's much easier for the new artist or someone who is new to a lot of variety of color to kind of step in and, you know, make a look that they wouldn't normally do. Another pro about this palette that I really like, I love the packaging of this palette. Like I love the plushness of it. It's like sturdy. I love this. I just love it. That's neither here nor there though. All the pigments are really nice. They all show up. They are very melanin friendly. And as you can see, I put the swatches up somewhere at some point on my arm, and all of those were one pass swatches for me. Showed up brilliantly. I didn't expect anything less from ABH. And just to kind of touch base on everything that has been kind of going on ever since Jackie launched this, I have been kind of seeing social media just an outpour of hate, outpour of anger, and I'm just like, I don't understand why. Like I don't understand. Just say like and then there was a lot of things that were like, oh, this palette is full of purples and greens. We clearly see that this palette isn't full of purples and greens. Just say you don't like her and keep it moving. Like, just say you don't like her and keep it moving. Instead of like creating this one-sided narrative of why you don't think the palette's good. I've seen a lot of, you know, The colors aren't anything extraordinary, and I'm just like, dang, like, do you want this woman to come up with a new rainbow? Like, there aren't a lot of, you know, colors that she can create and make up in her brain. Like it's color, you know. And I feel like, not to brag, you know, not to drag anybody in or throw any shade or anything like that, Alyssa Edwards palette, I think it's a beautiful palette. The colors are, you know, basic colors, yellows, pinks, stuff like that. And I didn't read a lot of comments up on people saying, oh, the colors aren't anything I would write home about. Like, I didn't see a lot of that. So it's just like, say you don't like her and keep it moving, you know. But I love Jackie. I stan Jackie. I think this is a beautiful, beautiful collab. I think they did wonderful. I think ABH hit it out of the park again with this one. So I just want to say congrats to Jackie. She did all of this, like, you know, she launched this, you know, it was her birthday. Her and Dennis are engaged, and congrats to both of you guys. And I just really like this palette. Like I think I said at the beginning of the video that I think I might buy another one just to have. But there's not much else you can really say about it. I did at one point want a black in this palette. I did. And the only reason why I wanted a black is because I love blacks in palettes. Like, I'm pretty much a smoky eye kind of girl. I love a good black shadow. But after like further really looking at this palette, looking at the color layout, black's not needed in here. Like, black isn't needed. And speaking of like the next darkest color in here, it's, other than black, is this Credit. I was like, you know what, I don't think I really, you know, care about Credit being in here, because I'm like, that's the reason why I bought the 3502 Morphe palette, because they have like a million browns, and yet I still feel like they have not recreated what this brown is. I really, really do like this brown in this palette. So I think these are my final thoughts. I say, hey, if you can afford it, if you wanted to try something different, or if you just want to support her, I definitely say go get this palette. Like, I like this palette. I kept an honest review about it, even though I do love Jackie. Like, I'll be honest, like, I'm not totally sold on Ginger. I'm not totally sold on Supreme in the palette. The colors are beautiful. Maybe it's just because I don't like that shade of pink that Supreme is. And like I said, Ginger doesn't do a lot. Like, I did use Ginger in look number 2, and it helps kind of like, I guess, smoke out my edges. Not smoking, but like blow out the edges of my look. But I was like, I'm not totally sold on it. Like, I don't think like it's not for me. Like, you know, it's not like, I'm not gonna say it's not for me, but it's just not, you know, it is what it is. But other than that, I stand. It is what it is. Feel how you must. But I will say too, I was most shocked by Wiggalese. I was shocked by Wiggalese, y'all. Like, Wiggalese didn't look the same as the way she put it on. It never looked the same on people's swatches when I saw other people wear it. And when I swatched Wiggalese, I was like, now Jackie, you better stop playing. Like, I enjoy Wiggalese, and with me recreating these looks today, I want to say a strong contender behind Wiggalese for me, a strong second, would be Trust Issues. I love. Now you are going to have to swatch Trust Issues for yourself and figure this out, because I get why it's called Trust Issues. Like, it looks white in the pan. It looks like a cool tone, crystally white shimmer, and when you put that bad boy on, as you guys saw, it turned gold, guys. So I'm like, that's the strong second behind Wiggalese. I really do like them, and I do like Zamn too. Zamn is that kind of coppery kind of gold here. I really like that in Soleil as well, because I wear a lot of gold. Like, that's just my color. But I love them. As you can see, I utilized this palette as much as I could. It's on my lips. I've done technically four looks, but I did 3 original looks with this palette, and I love it. I do love it. I really do. Now I'm gonna be able to play in it, because I have been waiting to put out this review, and now I can play with it all day, every day. That's probably gonna be the palette I'm gonna be using the next couple of videos. But that is all, guys. If you enjoyed my content, if you want to see more content, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I am active on Twitter at callmeastro2, and I am also active on my Instagram at astrohippiebeauty. I would love for you guys to come on, join the family, hang out. I'm just getting started in this YouTube thing. I am excited about it. As many times as I've said this in other videos, I'm ready. Like, I'm ready to do this. Y'all come on, come with the suggestions. I need to be pushing out these videos. I'm trying to get back on track with everything that has happened in my life. I'm getting there. Work with me, okay? So as usual, go watch another video. Keep spreading positivity, okay? And always remember, keep it groovy. Peace.
Never forget. Okay. I'm so groovy. I got power. I'm so groovy. I got power.